feeling into your own emotions. Hey guys, I'm Ian McMinn and this is Path to I Am. So more than any process that I could teach, I would say the most important thing in making a real internal to external difference in your life, where you change your internal experience and work with it, and then experience a different external reality over time, is to get good at feeling into your own emotions. Most people are much more accustomed to being lost in thought and mindless versus present in the body, feeling into what you're feeling. So as a result, most people are actually used to feeling negative emotion as their baseline state and just sort of thinking that that's how everything feels. When in reality, when you start to feel into your emotions consistently, what you'll find is you'll be able to navigate your focus more and more and more in the direction of what feels slightly better. For example, you could be at your job and you could be feeling a good amount of negative emotion at any moment. And because you're practicing feeling into your emotions, one, you notice, I'm feeling kind of wacky. And two, you start to relax and open up into what you're feeling to allow it to begin to flow more. In a previous video, I talked about going general. This is essentially what I'm talking about here by relaxing and kind of going big picture. You're focusing on something in that moment at your job that's causing you to feel negatively. And so when you can start to open up your focus, start to relax it so it's not so specific, by feeling into your own emotions, you're going to start to feel a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. And before long, you're going to be experiencing positive emotion. And then from there, that's when it gets really fun. You get to steer where you're focusing and feeling to feel even better. We see this with people that, we've had UPS drivers that are cheerful. We've had them that are not so cheerful, deliver stuff to our homes. They're doing the same job, but they feel differently, right? And so the people that we call charming, that we say have charisma, that we say are magnetic, they care about how they feel and they live from a feeling place instead of a thinky, heady place that's kind of disconnected from reality so much that they get good, really good at feeling good. So being able to feel into your own emotions is at the center of this, okay? When you can feel into where you are emotionally gets better. And that's because you're allowing yourself to open to what's going on within. And that's where you really start to pave the path of joy, of where the quest in your life is joy. And where you notice that, wow, the more I live in joy, the more things just work out, or the less I stress, or the more attentive I am in the moment, the more I just feel whole. And the more I feel whole, there have been a few things that have been going well for me lately that don't normally, right? Oh yeah, and there is this opportunity that's coming my way. And there's, you'll sort of notice as you care about where you're coming from and what emotion you're feeling, you start to notice that, oh yeah, I'm experiencing reality a bit differently. And things seem to be playing out a bit differently. The irony is, when you get good at experiencing your own emotions, at feeling your own emotions, joy becomes the forefront, it becomes the sole focus. And so things may be changing in your external life, but you feel so whole regardless. But that's why they change, because you don't need anything. When you don't need anything, everything shifts and continuously for the rest of your life. If joy becomes your only goal because you feel into your emotions consistently, you're going to get good at experiencing joy consistently. And living a life in joy, it never ends. There's always another joyful moment. There's always another joyful experience. Every single second of your day. I know it's funny. I'm kind of getting down the road here. But you can get to a point where every moment starts to feel like a miracle. And that's really exciting. That's worth getting comfortable with your emotions. Because your emotions, guys, they're telling you when you're in alignment and when you're not. When you're in total joy, you're in total perfect alignment. When you're in a slightly less positive emotion, but one that's so positive, you're getting there, right? And when you're in a negative, you're out, but you can get back in. And it's just about acknowledging what you're feeling, not what you're thinking. Technically, what you're feeling points to what you're thinking. But by feeling into your emotions, you get to simplify things. All the stuff going up here, kind of start to let go of. And notice when you're focusing in a way that brings you pain, right? Start to relax that by feeling through things. And then yet again, it takes you 10 minutes or less to go from totally out of alignment to totally in. Seriously. And the more you do it, the better you get. It's just about feeling into your emotions, okay? What am I feeling? Can I breathe with the sensations in my body? Can I just breathe with them? Can I just be with them? And experience them and let them exist as they are. Can I take a moment from my job, from my day, whatever I'm doing, and just feel into things a little bit, right? This is the power of feeling into your emotions. It's so, so powerful. Okay, guys? Anyway, I'm Ian McMinn. This is Path to I Am. And I will see you on the next one.